What up, what up, what up, what up? CSGs, what's happening, everybody? Appreciate y'all for joining us over here at the Chop Shop. How y'all feeling? Houston Rockets just defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder in their second preseason game. Now, Oklahoma City pretty much set their starters after the second half. So, we ain't gonna overreact to this because we was losing. How y'all feeling out there, man? How y'all feeling? Shouts out to all the new subscribers out there. Ani Hakonen, Sub-Zero, Isaac is Lord, David 54, J Rich, On Board, Cindy, Gokhan Durak, SJ Martinez, ML Negrit, Arda Durson, Liston Al Wong, Kugami, Chandler White, Zachary Sand, Smitty Weber, Jagger Man Jensen, Henry Cash. Appreciate it. How y'all feeling? Now, who in the chat with me? Let me shout you out. CSG's in the Sigga Migs, Hustle Gaming, TV 314, Rob Stradamus, Justin Gale, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, and K to the MF and P. What's good? How y'all feeling out there? Let me read the stats off real quick. We got Jabari Smith Jr. played 22 minutes. He was 3 for 5 from the field. 1 for 1 from the three-point line. 2 rebounds, 7 points. Amen Thompson. He played 27 minutes. 4 for 12 from the field. 0 for 1 from 3. 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 8 points. Dylan Brooks played 22 minutes. He was 4 for 9 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, a +7 with 15 points. LP played 22 minutes. He was 3 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from the three-point line, 11 for 12 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, a -10 with 17 points. Jalen Green played 24 minutes. He was 3 for 12, not a good shooting night. 3 for 9 from the three-point line, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a -11, 12 points. We had Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff played 15 minutes. He was 1 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from the 3, 4 rebounds, a +4 with 2 points. Tar Eason, good to see Tar Eason back. He played 14 minutes. He was 3 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from the three-point, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, -8 with 8 points. Cam Whitmore played 21 minutes. 2 for 10 from the field, 1 for 6 from the three-point line, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 assists, a -1 with 9 points. Jock Londale played 19 minutes. He was 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 from the three-point line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, +12 with 2 points. Tate played 9 minutes. He was 2 for 3 from the field, 1 for 1 from the three-point line, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, a -4 with 5 points. And then we had McVay. McVay played 8 minutes, 3 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, 4 rebounds, +14 with 7 points, a +14. And he hit the game shot to go into overtime. Then we had Reed Shepard, He played 23 minutes. He was 5 for 7 from the field, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, a +4 with 11 points. Now, my takeaways from the game. In the first quarter, we came out sloppy, looked disjointed. We didn't have Fred VanVleet there to set the table. Looked like they didn't know really what to do. Oklahoma City was shooting threes. We didn't guard the 3-point line very good. We had too many turnovers as a result of Fred VanVleet not being there. Tari, he looked hella rusty. We had bad shot selection, and we still haven't seen the regular starters that we will see going into the regular season. So you can kind of take that with a grain of salt. But we did start out very, very ugly. Second quarter, we seen Reed Shepard. He was hitting the mid-range, got some shots up, looked pretty good from the mid-range. The shot started to fall for the whole team. The defense picked up a little bit, but we end up closing the quarter sloppily, just like we ended the first quarter on a ill-advised foul shot when they was in a penalty. Well, not foul shot, but ill-advised just taking fouls. We got to be aware of the penalty, what time is on the clock, because Tari, he fouled, and it was like 3 seconds left on the clock, and he fouled, and he sent them to the line. Give them free points. We know OKC is one of the better free throw teams in the league, so we can't be making those bonehead mistakes. It was just Tari. I think he was rusty, trying to make something happen, trying to get steals, reaching more than playing position defensively, and he picked up the fouls, and sent them to the line. Now, third quarter, OKC pretty much set Chet, set SGA, and set Jalen Williams. So we began to see Jabari Smith Jr. started warming up. Şengün got aggressive offensively. We took advantage of Chet, SGA, and Jalen Williams sitting on the bench. So we made a comeback. We actually took the lead, and Dylan hit some threes to put us over the top. Now, fourth quarter, really wasn't much to really talk about except for the game winning or the game time shot by McVay that sent us to overtime, and then we ended up pulling it out in overtime just because we started hitting shots. McVay he nice. He got a nice smooth shot. And the other takeaway from the fourth quarter is that Tate and Holiday should be playing with the scrubs. Coming in the season, this should be their role. When it's garbage time, either way, whether we're blowing out a team or a team is blowing us out and we just, have no way of getting back in, that's when Tate and Holiday should play. That's when they should play. I don't see no reason why they should be getting burned heavy minutes or a big chunk of minutes when the regular season comes. Tate actually looked good, but you see he was playing against lesser quality of players. He's playing against starters or backups or fringe starters. He just look abysmal. He looks poor. So let me go to the Rocket Stock Exchange. After the game, I believe Şengün should be rising. He should be rising. Like I said, I don't really judge Şengün on preseason, but he looked good this game. He was playing defense, being aggressive on defense, grabbing rebounds, setting people up, doing his regular Şengün-like thing. So I think his stock should be rising. Jalen Green, it was just one of them days, but he stayed aggressive, so I'm gonna leave him where it's at. Tari Eason, of course, he didn't look good because he had rust. I'm not gonna say his stock is going down, but he didn't help. Reed Shepard, his stock should be rising. Buy Reed Shepard stock right now. Buy. And hold on to him. I seen a graphic in the game, during the game, that said that he's actually picked to win Rookie of the Year. Reed Shepard. And if he plays like this, having his hands everywhere, being scrappy on defense, making it tough for opponents, and hitting shots, coming off hitting those mid ranges and things like that. And if he get enough minutes, and we have kind of like, a winning record to where he's contributing, I think he should probably win Rookie of the Year. Now, who else? Jabari. I think just now, like, Jabari is like the fourth or fifth option. So I think he need to be more aggressive when he in with the backups. His stock is dipping. I'm not gonna lie. Just hold on Jabari stocks. Don't sell them. Don't get rid of them. Just hold on to them, and let's see what he gonna pan out and how he's gonna do the rest of the season. Jock Landale, it's his first game, so I'm not gonna say sell on Jock Landale just yet, but he need to have a better showing. You know what I'm saying? He needs to have a better showing. Dylan Brooks, if he's hitting his threes like this and he's playing, good enough defense, I think his stock should be rising. His stock should be rising. Yeah, Dylan Brooks, he hit some threes. He made it competitive. He brought us back a little bit. I'm going to say his stock should be rising. If he can shoot like this. We seen this last year, though. He started off hot, then he kind of tapered off during the season. I don't need him to, shoot 39, 38% from three, but if he's going to hover around 35, 36, maybe 36 and a half, I think his stock should be rising. McVay stock should be rising. McVay stock should be coming up. I think he should probably get that two-way contract into a legitimate contract. Uncle Jeff, Uncle Jeff. That's how we expect. We expect this from Uncle Jeff. Probably a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? Probably a little rusty, but hold on, Uncle Jeff's stock. We seen what he did last year. Our man Thompson, his stock should definitely be rising. It's going up. You know what I'm saying? It's steady going up. He's being consistent, to say the least. He's being aggressive. His shot is, a work in progress. But I think that his stock is still rising. For him to be this young, he didn't do anything egregious or anything that make me be like, come on now, man. I mean, he's solid. He's in position. He's finding the open man. And when he do miss, he goes back up because he got a quick second jump. So if he miss, he jumps back up, tip the ball in. He got hustle. So his stock should steady be rising. Cam Whitmore, he didn't do himself no favors this game. I think this is probably one of the worst showings I've seen out of Cam. Towards the end, when he's just playing with the scrubs, he hit a couple of shots. But I'm not starting any rumors. I'm not saying anything. But I think I think the lack of minutes this game kind of affected him. Seemed like he didn't really want to be out there with the scrubs. Seemed like he thought that he probably should have got in the game sooner and more often. But he can't. I doubt if he's upset about it, but I don't think he was happy that it took so long for him to get off the bench. Tate stock still going, dropping fast. Sell on Tate. Aaron Holiday stock, sell on Aaron Holiday. Sell his stock. Jayshawn Tate, sell his stock. Did I miss anyone? Let's see. Did I miss anyone? I think I covered everyone that actually played. If I missed anyone, put it in the chat that I probably looked over. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let's go move on to the defensive player of the game. This is a hard one because I don't think none of them did exceptionally well on defense. If I had to take a pick, I would say Alperen Sengun. I think Sengun, he did the best defensive tonight. It seemed like none of them really came to play defense, but at least Sengun stayed exertive, stayed putting, fronting his man, stayed having good position. Yeah, he got a little aggressive. He reached a couple times, but you'll live with that from Sengun. He tried to block alley-oops. He was getting up there. He was being aggressive. He looked decent tonight. A little bit more than decent. I wouldn't just say he looked just decent, but I think he looked real decent tonight to where I think he deserved this game. This defensive player of the game. Let me know what y'all think. Who do you think deserved the defensive player of the game for this game? Fix my camera a bit. Who do you think deserved the defensive player of the game for this game? I would have to say Sengun, just because nobody else looked like they really wanted to play defense. If I had a second pick, would have been Reed Shepherd. Got some steals, tipped some balls. No one had a block. Was in passing lanes, was making it hard on his offensive guy that he was holding. So it would have to be either Reed Shepherd or Sengun who takes home the defensive player of the game. Everyone else looked like they was half-assing it, just to be all the way truthful. Everybody else looked like they was playing like it was preseason. I think most of the shots that J-Dub took, it was wide open. We had some defensive collapse. I didn't say take some balls, stop it, whip it. Look at your name. Just look at your name, bro. Look what your name says, brother. Get your mind out of gutter, whip it. I said he tipped some balls. I guess that ain't even no better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I said tip some balls, man. You got me trying to reevaluate what I said. Whip it. But yeah, I think Sengun probably showed the most effort on defense tonight. So I will have to give it to Sengun that he looked the best defensively tonight. We're going to move right along to the offense, the offensive player of the game. I think he looked like the offense. Like Sengun was the offensive player of the game too, if you ask me. He was assisting, grabbing rebounds, got to his spots. And the biggest key, he hit his free throws. He was 11 for 12 from the free throw line. He was putting pressure on the big men. They had to chop him. They had to reach. They had to, try to get him off his game. And he was beating them. So they had to foul him. They had to rake across his arm or hip check him, hip bump him, or something like that to try to get him off his spots. And he hit his free throws. He converted his free throws. So that's a big plus for Alp. 11 for 12. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure he had a game similar to that, but I'm not quite sure if he actually had this good of a game from the free throw line before. Too bad it's in the preseason. Don't really count. But that's a good sign that you can hang your hat on to say if he get fouled late in the game, or he'll more than likely hit his free throws. More than likely hit his free throws. But for the most part, you can't really judge too much after tonight, after this game, because we didn't have our leader in Fred VanVleet, offensive leader, offensive organizer in Fred VanVleet. So give or take, we can just take what we seen from it. I think our man did fairly well finding an open man, trying to get the offense flowing. Jalen, I would wish he was that guy to where when Fred VanVleet is off the court and he's running like with the backups and something like that, because we need a guy that's gonna put that rim pressure and kind of can snatch back, hit a couple of middies, hit some threes, and facilitate and get it around. You know, our man's offensive game isn't there quite yet, so they can back up off of Amen. You know, you're gonna have to push up on Jalen to stop him from stepping back, shooting threes, or giving him open looks. I hope he will be more aggressive, you know, that he can actually fill that backup role until Reed Shepherd is ready. Until Reed Shepherd is ready, because I think Reed Shepherd, he's going to be a good backup. He sets up. He knows how to run a pick and roll. He does the skip pass. We seen a couple of skip passes from him that it was like, okay, that's cool. I can see it. And you see when he gets the ball on the break, he tosses it up, and he don't pity pat with it. You know, he don't pity pat with it. He makes quick, decisive decisions with the basketball. You know, so I think Reed Shepherd need to come along because the older Fred gets, the more we probably gonna need to utilize our backup point guard. You know, and if that's not our man Thompson, if they feel more comfortable playing him at the wing to where he's in a dunker spot until he can develop a shot to make the defender come out and guard him, then Reed Shepherd is our only hope for a good backup point guard, because we can't do this with Aaron Holiday this year. It was cool last year. We was trying to get into something, you know, make a little name for ourselves. But if we truly want to make the playoffs this year, we're going to need that backup point guard. You know, we're going to need that backup point guard. Yeah, Whip It is Jabari. I don't know. I'm not going, like I said, preseason, let's not overreact. Preseason, let's not overreact too much. But yeah, he needs to get a little bit more physical in the paint. And I also think it can probably do him a little bit of favor, since you can't run a pick and roll with him. You know, you can't just put the ball in his hands and let him go to work on a perimeter, break the defenders down, go up for a layup. We need to do some type of screening in the mid-post area from 10 to 15 feet so he can get some of those high elbow jumpers off until he know how to create with himself. You know, self-creation come along. I think we can do a better job utilizing Jabari's skill set for what he has. I just haven't seen the coaches use Jabari's skill set for what I think that he could be. So yeah, that's my thoughts. And Şengün, offensive player of the game this game, preseason game, but yes, he's the offensive player of the game this game, and also he was the defensive player of the game, Şengün. So I'm gonna tip my hat to Şengün. He came out ready to play. I think it's because it's Chet, and but man, I'm not gonna even front to y'all. OKC good, dog. OKC is good, bro. They got everything you need. Now that they didn't pick up Caruso and they got Hardenstein, them dudes good. I can see why they was the number 2. Well, I saw it last year as well, but Jalen Williams, I mean, Chet, come on. And then you cap that off with SGA, bruh. Them dudes are good. And they got a deep bench. They got a deep bench. They went pretty deep in that bench today, and it was like, man, how many dudes they gonna roll out? How many dudes they gonna roll out that can shoot threes and get to the bucket and make good passes? You know what I'm saying? Like, they might be the best team in the West. They might be the best team in the West. I haven't looked at any other, no other teams' preseason games this year, but they just might be the team to beat in the West. So it is what it is. That's my thoughts on the game. It's good to see Tari back. And OKC's length, how tall and long they are, I think it really bothered the starters to where, and they can shoot. Them dudes ain't got no little boys over there. I think they rebuilt that team almost perfect. Almost perfect. Jalen Johnson said you can make that argument. It's them, the T-Wolves, Nuggets, and maybe the Mavs. Yeah, Jay Rich, that play to go in overtime was crazy. McVay, he caught it and boom. That boy can shoot, man. McVay can shoot, man. Yeah. They can match up with anyone in the league. Yeah, they got however style of play you want to play, OKC can match that. They can definitely match that. If you want to play the half-court game, they got Shea, that's masterful in the half-court game. You want to play through your big man, now they got Hardenstein, they got Chet, they can play through the big man. You want to get out and run, they got young guns that can run, shoot the 3, play the D. They can play any way possible. They can play any way possible. If you look at someone that, a team that I would like to model our rebuild after, it gotta be them. They deep with talent. I think we coming. I think we got a deep talent too. But them boys already done put it together because they got a top 5 player, if you ask me, in the league in SGA. One of our players are gonna have to step up by the end of this season to make it, so we can say, oh, we at least got a top 15 to 18 player in the league, somewhere up in there. One of these guys gonna have to step up. And right now, frankly, I don't care which one, but one of these guys is gonna have to step up. Jay Rich say y'all play my Bulls next. Don't ban me. You my mic check guy on my other channel, brother. I ain't gonna ban you, man. You know, it's good banter over here. I don't like I don't like echo chambers, so this is what it is. I love people to come in from other teams, and we can talk about it. And I will bring some people up in a minute so we can talk about it. Y'all can get y'all takes off. I'm always eager to hear from the CSGs, the Chop Shop gang over here. I'm always eager. Serrano says this is the second championship level team Sam Presti has built. Sam Presti is the modern day GOAT GM, bro. He's the modern day GOAT GM. Find me another GM that's better. You'll be hard pressed to find me another GM that's better. Uncle 6C Charlie says Jalen looked like the way he did last year. You can lose, but it's how you lose. Yes, it's preseason, but we need to go toe to toe with the big boys. And only Şengün was the only one who played like a star. I can't even disagree with you, Uncle 6C Charlie. I can't even disagree with you, bro. Yeah. Alex say Presti missed on Şengün. I mean, did he really though? Did he really? He made up for it in a big way. He made up for it in a big way. I'm glad he missed on Şengün, truthfully, but he made up for it in a big way. Had he got Şengün, they probably wouldn't have went after Chet. Probably they probably got like somebody else. I don't know. Yeah, if we didn't get Şengün from Presti, we would be in a bad spot. No doubt, no doubt. Let me get the link for y'all boys so y'all can come up. We can talk about it. So y'all can come on up and we can talk about it. Let me get it up in here. How y'all feeling though? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling about the game though? Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Alright, alright. Let's see if it's gonna let me post the link. What up, Ellis? There goes the link. You can hit the link if you want to come up. What's the final score? It was 122 to 113. Usagami. Rockets pulled it off with the back up to the backups, the third stringers. You know, OKC they left they set their starters real quick in the third quarter. We got my main man 6C Charlie. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? Again, I ain't gonna take too long. I just want to say, first of all, like I say, I pray for everybody else that's a part of the Chop Shop family. Love y'all all. Glad to see that you was on again today. Now, the only thing I was saying, like what I wrote, man, you can lose, but it's how they're doing what they're doing. Now, like you say, everybody know OKC is a great team. They got everything. I agree with you. But to watch Jalen go over and hide again, not over there doing too much or nothing, when it comes down to it, this was the time to show where, like he said, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to come out showing something. This was a game that he should have turned around and did better. Space 12 points, man, come on. Come on. And you want to get paid. This is what I'm talking about, man. You know, and I know a lot of people get mad at me when I say it. You know, this was the time that, like I said, that he should have been up there doing what he had to do. Now, you got to look at SGA sat down the whole second half. If they would have turned around there and kept their boys in there a little bit longer, we lost. There's no doubt about if we was going to lose or not. And the only person played worth of something is Şengün. And that's what we were doing last year. That's why we didn't make it last year. And
Mm-hmm.
here it goes again. Where was he? Second half, he didn't score not 1 point, man, not one. And he wasn't going to the free throw line or drawing fouls. He just was standing there. And that's where things make me mad with what's going on with him. If we'd have had somebody, if he played like would had played, we'd have been going toe to toe with him. You can lose, but go toe to toe with him. Don't just turn around and jump up here and just act like you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
That's what's got me made me so upset last year. But let me shut up and listen to you.
Nah, you know, I see your concerns, of course. I see the concerns. Uh, but you know, it's preseason now. Once we get into the regular season, and if we see this type of behavior or we see this uh, lackadaisical effort or just shying away from the big moments against big teams, yeah, then we really gonna have a discussion because he's up to get paid. You know, this year it's up. It's up. Either we gonna find out what we got with him, or by trade deadline, we might need to have that hard discussion. You know, do we want to pay him? Do we want to keep him? See if we can get him a little bit of discount. Don't definitely. I would say right now, definitely don't max him out. You know what I'm saying? Don't max him out. Give him, you know, pay the man. He did. He stuck through the hard times. He still got potential, but definitely don't max him out to where that contract can be tradable and you can get up from up under it if need be.
But you know what, Space? This is the last thing I'll say to you. Everything you're saying is right, but who gonna want to give you something that's worth something for that?
No,
That's what
we
we're gonna
definitely,
run into.
yeah, we'll
You
definitely
know,
have
it's
to attach some picks, Uncle Charlie.
right, but that's the thing about it, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, like you say, yes, it is.
I think I lost Uncle Charlie. Yeah, I lost Uncle Charlie. I lost Uncle Charlie. He'll be back though. Let me post the link again for you, Uncle Charlie, so you won't have to go back all the way up back to stream. Alright, he back.
Hello?
Yeah, you back.
Yeah, you know, it's a pattern, Space. That's what I'm talking about. It's a pattern. Every year for the past 3 years coming up to this year, he do nothing until after the All-Star break. Every year. People want to blame Steven Silas. It ain't Silas' fault that he's playing like that. And that's the thing that I'm saying. This year, I had a whole lot of, like, maybe I'm wrong. Please let me be wrong. That's why I came on here and was apologizing to everybody. It just pissed me off that this is what's going on. Shingun playing like an all-star. He should have got his money. That's another thing I say. What you waiting on? Give that man his money because he's earned it. But
Right.
as far as Jalen Green, and I know this is just one preseason game, I don't see no change in this right here. Yeah, he did good against Utah. Utah, sorry. But when you playing a good team, and you know when we need a basket, where is he? He's not nowhere to be found whenever it comes down to it and stuff. And that's the only thing that's got me worried because we're not gonna make no playoffs, man, if he keep playing like this. You know, I'm just telling you. So one thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get signed off and let everybody else talk, is this. We're gonna revisit this. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna come on here and tell everybody I'm wrong. But if I'm right, I want to hear what you got to say then, okay?
I'm gonna say you was right, Uncle Charlie. I'm gonna say, and I don't necessarily, you know, just disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? You whatever, all you said was right on the money. It was right on the money, and we do need someone else to come with Shangoon because it looked like every year Shangoon gets a little better. And I'm not saying Jalen haven't improved, you know, but I don't think he improved to the point to where you need to tie up a whole bunch of money on him, you know. So he definitely needs to show more, and if he don't, then Cam Whitmore, right, waiting in the wing, and we don't have to pay him for another like 2 to almost 3 years, So Jalen better put up or shut up. And I agree with you though, Uncle Charlie, as on your full
Hey, what
assessment.
one thing, man? Are you going to always be on there after each game like you're doing? Because there's another part that a Rockets thing that's on Facebook that I be on, and I'm trying to get them to come over to you and Frank.
Yeah,
So
as
if okay, what I'm gonna end up doing is tomorrow I'm gonna be texting them and sending them the link of you guys because I want to try to get you guys as many people as y'all can. I got my reasons for it. So like I said, man, let the other people get a chance to talk to you, man. But it's always a pleasure talking with you, man. I love you, dog. Okay.
I already love you too, Uncle Charlie. You take care of yourself, all right? Good hearing
All
from
right.
you.
All right.
All right. James, where you go, James? What happened? James, you was up here, bro. Let me post the link back up for you. Somebody else, y'all can come back. Y'all can come up. Y'all can come up. I don't know if it was James Pierce who was in the back. Maybe he had to go off and do something. But yeah, Uncle 6C Charlie, man, he know his stuff. He right on the money as far as if we see this in the regular season coming up. If Jalen don't take that next step, then it might be time. See, this is the shock waves that's going to end up happening if Jalen don't pan out to be what we think he is. We're going to lose someone else with him, possibly a Jabari, possibly a Tari, possibly someone else, because they're not going to just want Jalen. We're going to have to package Jalen with other assets to get a Jalen. You know what I'm saying? To get that 2 guard. And from the looks of it, this whole year, for at least up until the trade deadline, we should be rooting for the Phoenix Suns' downfall. If you're a Rockets fan, you should be actively rooting for the Phoenix Suns' downfall. Now, I'm not talking about wanting them to get injured or nothing like that. We should just want them to suck. Because we can get Devin Booker or someone like we can probably pry Devin Booker away from him, and then your boy KD probably is going to go off to another team and team hop. So we should be actively rooting for the downfall of the Phoenix Suns because we hold their picks. What's up, James? How you feeling, brother?
Oh, good. How you doing?
I'm good. How you is?
Doing good. Yeah, I'm watching the game right now. I missed it earlier. I'm chatting with you guys.
Oh, okay. You rewatching the game?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't get to catch it live, so I'm watching it now.
Oh, okay. I don't want to ruin nothing for you, though. What?
Oh, no. It's all good. I'm just watching, seeing how they're doing. I looked at the box score. It looks like Reed had a decent game.
Oh yeah. Reed was decent. Şengün, Şengün was Şengün. This is what we always expect from Şengün most nights, and he comes out, he performs, and he does what he do. And but
Şengün's looking solid. He's looking solid. I watched that last game with Jalen. He balled out on that one.
Yeah.
I think this is what I want to see that the least, that he balls out against all the non-playoff teams.
Yeah, well, we're going to need him against the playoff teams if we make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, you remember that stretch when they got it towards the end, it was all those playoff teams trying to go for good records, and he just fizzled out then.
Yeah, he actually had a decent stretch last year after Şengün got hurt, because it's like he know he was gonna get his shots. He wasn't, what I'm saying. He didn't have to be worrisome about sharing the rock or something like that. He was just went out and played and was free. But we need to see him and Şengün look like they can coexist together, and both of them go off. Both of them have great nights. Usually it's a trade-off, either Şengün going off or Jalen going off. You know what I'm saying? We need both of them to go off and look good together because they're our future. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely more growth this season coming up. That's what I think. If Jalen can show out against the weaker teams and then show improvement against playoff teams, he'll be looking a lot better for the end of the season. I don't even really all these contract stuff. It's just I think Jalen's cool on it. He knows this is a show it year for him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping. I hope people don't get the wrong impression. When we talk about our guys, because I'm hoping every single one of these guys show out. And become the best version of themselves, because that just make my team better. I'm a Rockets fan, not a Players fan. I've been a Rockets fan since 1985, and that's why I watch basketball for the Rockets, not a specific player.
Oh yeah, I don't get why Şengün's pushing for his contract right now when they did the same thing for Maxey last year. I mean that's what they're trying to do to free up more cap space at the end of the year.
Yeah,
but I guess I don't know. I mean, because that'll actually mess up the cap space for next year. How many more days does he got left before they have to?
No, they don't. They really don't have to make a decision till the end of the year. Truthfully, they got into the end of the year.
Yeah. But there's still some days left where he can do an extension right now.
Yeah. I don't know the exact number of days.
I think it's like 3 or 4 days left. Yeah. Maybe a week, and we'll be hearing from that. But yeah, he'll mess up their cap hold next year if he gets that extension now.
Right, and I think it's just a show me year. I think Stone and them, they're playing it safe. They're playing it right. You don't want to dump a whole lot of money into either one of these young guys right now because you don't know what you got. And I think this is the year. Hey, you got to show me. If you want to stay here, you want to get the bag, just a show me time. You got to show me.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. They got to try to keep the pace up and get Şengün his points and try to get Jalen going. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. And what we need this year, we don't need no injuries. We can't afford no injuries this year from nobody, really.
That was Udoka playing those guys so hard on defense, though.
Yeah, because that was our identity last year because we sucked so bad offensively for the most part because we didn't have any three-point shooters. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't space the floor. Everything was either a drive or try to get it at the layup or a fast break. So we couldn't really run a half-court offense. So in order to make up for that, we had to play hard-nosed defense, try to be scrappy, try to get turnovers and run out, you know what I'm saying, and run and gun. And he pushed them. And Fred VanVleet was playing 38, 39 minutes a night. And, being 32, that ain't going to work out very well.
Yeah, I hope Reed shoots up really quick, at least by...
Dog, we lost James now. We lost James. That's crazy. I'll go to Link if anybody else want to come up. I think James is back. You with me, James?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do for point guard when Fred's gone. They might have to get another one come in. I don't know if Reed or Eamon will be ready, or I don't know. That's going to be interesting, but we'll just see how it goes this year.
Yeah, I think if we pick up, I think either way it goes, we're going to have to pick up his third-year option. I don't think either one is going to be totally ready after this year. for Fred VanVleet to just move on. I think either way it go, we are going to have to pick up his 3rd-year option. Because Reed's a rookie. He's not going to be ready his 2nd year. Our man still can't shoot, and his dribble is not quite as tight. And I would like to see him run more of the offense. But instead of him running the offense, they got him in the dunker spot most of the time. So we really don't know how he's going to look actually running an offense full time. So I'm thinking by the end of next season, by the end of this season, we're going to extend them and give these young guys another year to actually learn to play the point guard position. That's the most important spot on the team, So we can't, we don't want to rush anyone into that spot. But they definitely is going to have to use this year and next year to get it right, because after that, then I'm gonna agree with you that we might have to go get us a point guard from somewhere.
Yeah, just a decent one. It doesn't have to be a superstar point guard. Somebody who can just set it up good and run it. They don't have to be a big time shooter or nothing.
Oh yeah. And you don't like you said, you don't need a superstar point guard if everything else is there. So
if they can get like a Tyus Jones or something, right, that would be perfect. Yeah.
I wanted him last year. Why don't you just go get him? Wizards is not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Wizards, and they got 5 point guards. Try to pry him away. That's at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Wizards and Charlotte are like the farm teams for the NBA now.
That's so true, bro. That's so true. That's so true, man. Yeah, man. We don't really need a superstar point guard. We just need someone. And I think Reed Shepherd can be that, his 3rd, 4th year in the league. But I just think he's not going to be ready after this year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he takes a tremendous leap. But projecting it out, most unless they're just a superstar coming in,
yeah.
Usually it takes them a while to actually get acclimated to the point guard position and figure out where to get these guys their spots at, So it's gonna take them. It's gonna take us a minute. And Fred VanVleet, we seen it tonight. He's just too important to this team,
Yeah, he's still the most impactful person.
Of course, and him and Şengün.
Yeah,
because that pick and roll that they got between each other is gravy, It's gravy, and that's the bread and butter right now. We just need shooters on the court with them, so when they pick and pop or pick and roll, the roll man get taken away, skip pass over to the corner or to the wing and let some guys shoot it. And I think that's what we was lacking most time last year. Now we got Reed Shepherd, we got McVay. Jalen, he can shoot, but he's streaky. You know what I'm saying? He's a streaky shooter. So I think that's
I think if he's got some mismatches against teams, he plays really well.
Oh yeah. But you ain't gonna have a mismatch every game. Sometimes you gotta create the mixed match. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to able to create that, no matter who you playing against.
That's where they're at right now on Jalen. Whenever he has tough defense, he just kind of disappears almost.
Right. My main man Frank is in the building. What's up, Frank?
What's good, bro? My internet's been tripping all day, so if I drop in and out, don't mind. But man, what's good, man?
Man, we back at it. we back at it.
2 preseason games in, but I think I caught a little bit of what you were saying earlier and some of what Charlie said. Yeah, I don't want to overreact to the preseason, but you do see some of the issues that we saw last season kind of rear up in these games, especially without Fred there. I hate we have to rely on Fred so much.
Me too.
But it does speak to what you were saying, that need for a point guard. But you would hope that between Amen, Jalen, because I don't want to count on Reese Shepard either. Like to me, if we're counting on Reese Shepard too much, then something's wrong,
We
bro. He's
cooked.
supposed to be icing on the cake.
Yeah, we cooked.
Um, so between Jalen and Amen, I want us to feel comfortable. If Fred was to get hurt, I'm not saying we want him to get hurt, but if Fred had a bad game, well, am I still there, bro?
Yeah, you still here, bro.
Okay, yeah, Fred had a bad game, then I don't want it to be like we lose. So I think more than scoring, I'd love to see somebody, either Jalen or man, control the game a little better than they did today. Because I feel like the pressure on the pick and rolls was really intense, and it made a lot of them take stupid shots.
Mm-hmm.
And they were playing a lot of hero ball.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I got these. I don't know if you know. I got these little new topics. These new what's names. We got the Rocket Stock Exchange. We got the defensive player and the offensive player. Who stock you think is going to rise and fall? It don't even have to be this preseason or throughout the year. Who you think stock is going to go up? You know.
It was on what, like defensively, offensively, which category?
Well, just in general, I got a stock exchange. Like who, I'm doing it after every game. You know what I'm saying? But just on a game by game evaluation, and then we can couple it
I would
together.
say right now in the past 2 games, I would say, I think Şengün has look good on both offense and defense. In my opinion, I think Jalen he looked good in the first game. This game was a bit concerning because it kind of mirrors what we saw some of last year. Bad team, he's going to cook. Good team, he struggles. And to me, the stuff the OKC did in this game is what a lot of the teams did after his March stretch when he was killing everybody, is they started trapping him. And I would hope that he learns that that's actually a good thing for him to get the ball out. And I know it took him time to start doing that towards the end of last year where he started noticing they was trapping him. So I'm hoping they get back and watch film and he gets reminded, like, bro, you got to be able to anticipate that this is how they're going to play you. And to me, part of being like a veteran team, like if you remember when James Harden was on the Unguardable tour, when teams were just double teaming half court,
yeah,
either him, even the year when Russ was there, Russ would come to the middle of the floor and be prepared for it. So as soon as they even set up for it, you already have a facilitator standing in the middle of the court, kick it to him. Now you got 4-on-3. Like,
right.
To me, for us to be like that playoff level team, bro, we got to think like that. And I don't see that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's it's just they just still just play like kids. So I think his stock is pretty much still the same value. We just got to watch more. Reed has been mixed as well. I liked what I saw today. He still looked like a rookie to me.
Yeah.
Jabari, I'm a little worried, not because of him. I'm worried because I feel like they're not using him to the best of his abilities. I don't feel like Ime has been doing a good job with recognizing some of his players' offensive limitations. And I think it's too much like every dog for himself type deal. And I don't like that for a young team. That's just my opinion. But I think everybody is what they are, bro. If anybody's stock going up, it's Fred VanVleet. That man making money
just sitting on the bench.
so aside from that, his stock went up. Goddamn. Yeah, that's about it.
What do you think about Cam? Because last game he got into the rotation early. He showed but of course, granted, we was playing against Utah. You know what I'm saying? We was playing against Utah, but it just seemed this game like he wasn't interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you get that vibe, or is it just
I think it wasn't. He was frustrated. Everybody was frustrated. And on the last video I made, I said that everybody played good individually, but they didn't play good as a team. together.
Yeah.
Like everybody individually did, like they look like what we like if we imagine them looking the best they could. That's what they look like to us. Everybody, all the individual people, but they didn't. Everybody was doing it in a vacuum, and that works against Utah because, like I said, you can on most nights they're going to be able to out talent a majority of the NBA. But when you actually play real teams, OKC might be the best team in the league. When you play a real team that forces you to think on the fly, that forces you to adjust, you can't play in a vacuum.
Right.
And you have to like systematically, and as a team, have to counter what they're doing. And I just didn't see that. And I think players like Cam, once they see like stuff like that start happening, they just crash out. I
Yeah.
think Cam, I think a man played maybe the worst offensive game I've seen from a man as a Rocket, bro. To me, he didn't look good tonight.
Didn't no one look exceptionally good outside of Shangoon? You know what I'm saying? If you
I know,
ask me.
but a man usually is reserved and knows where his bread is buttered. But it's preseason, so I'm assume that he's just trying stuff out. But it might just be because Fred ain't out there. One thing about Fred gonna make like just by his presence on the court, he forces a lot of the CTE stuff to take a back seat. Like he just has that commanding presence as a point guard.
Right.
That you're not Jabari, you're not about to dribble between your legs, try to take this ISO. That's not your game, dog. Like chill out. I got you. We gonna get you
Yeah.
some in the corner a little bit. Man, nah, bro. You're not about to try to tween Hezzy. Just go ahead, go over there, set the screen. Let me do this. Let me get you this. Like we need that. And I heard you what you were saying about if Fred isn't there, even on the second unit, who's that guy gonna be? You hope is I think Reed, bro. Like right now, it looks like Reed is gonna have to be damn near. I was saying he didn't have a chance to win Rookie of the Year because we was gonna need him, but the way it's
Look
looking,
like
bro,
we
he
gonna
he
need,
in the
bro.
game.
Yeah, we
He
gonna
in the
need,
game.
bro. Because I'm this go round. I'm not. I think Fred VanVleet, he's gonna caution himself. You know what I'm saying, for the long run, since we looking for an actual playoff spot, to where he's not gonna want to put those 38, 39, 42 minutes a game on his legs. You know what I'm saying? So we legit will need someone to fill that void in those minutes. And we seen Jalen. It don't seem like Jalen is capable because he's still snaking every screen. You know, it's look like on his pick and rolls, he's looking for his shot and not the roll man. You know what I'm saying? And that's not productive when you got a beast like Shangoon. If you're gonna do a pick and roll, you need to use your roll man efficiently, and he's not doing that. You know, and it's like he busts up the play himself. He takes his roll man out of the play. And this is something that we seen ever since like Silas, like bro. So I can't blame Silas for that. I'm blaming Jalen because Jalen, he's still doing the same things. Like he needs to be better than that. And with his capabilities, his athleticism, he should be similar to like a De'Aaron Fox, you know, or I wouldn't say SGA because SGA just super crafty. But at least one of those guards that's downhill, De'Aaron Fox like. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to do something different. And I'm getting worried that he don't know how or he just don't care.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that, and you were spot on, bro. In fact, I just recorded a little 10-minute video that I'm gonna try to post in the morning. But yeah, I touched on that. To me, his biggest lead, two things: consistency, and if I'm gonna pay Jalen a max, like a rookie max, that means I want the ball in his hand. I'll pretty much damn near the whole time, like because that's as a guard like that, you want them to be high touches, in the high touches, and if he can't make the right decisions, and I'm saying it's still early in the season. We've seen him take leaps in season, and I saw the article from Fagan saying how he watches film, and so that's why I'm trying to see game to game improvement. But I'm watching that. Like I said, I'm going to give them the first 2 months or so, and I'm hoping everybody does the same. Like if he can't really maximize the offense, because to me the best two-man game without Fred right now has been Reed Shepherd and whoever the big man is. It don't matter.
Yeah.
And because Reed, he makes all the right plays like 95% of the time. He still does some random stuff because he's a rookie, but the passes, the type of passes he makes out the pick and roll, nobody else on the court is doing that. Not even Fred. He's getting to the corners, the strong side corner and the weak side corner. He's getting to the slots.
Mm-hmm.
So that means every single player on the court during your pick and roll is an active threat to score, which is not the case with the other guards we have. Let's just keep it real.
Right.
And to your point with Jalen, it's even more so. He can make the passes, but it's like he decides to make the pass, or he's going to decide to score, and whatever he decides, that's what he's going to do, rather than what we're used to with like James Harden.
Yeah.
Or even, I know that's a crazy comp, like, because that's such a savant, but the point I'm making with the James Harden thing is like, if you trap James, he will give the ball up every single time, just because that's the right basketball play to make.
Mm-hmm.
With no ego, he's not gonna, like, same thing with LeBron or Halliburton, any of the like the elite like guys that are guards. Whatever you show them, they're gonna react accordingly. Like if you help off the corner, the ball's going to the corner. If you trap them, and they're gonna kick it to the roll man, like you said, to get that 4-on-3, a short roll. So you can, especially with Şengün, that's taking candy from a baby. So, not saying that maybe that's not his bag, and if that's the case, then I would just, if Jalen is not like an on ball, maybe he is just a throwback two guard like we grew up on, like, all right, go score, bro, and just clamp on defense. Then he needs to be hella efficient.
Yeah.
In today's NBA to really be that archetype. Like you got to be like damn near 38% from three, mid 40s, high 40s on your twos, efficient, getting to the rim, drawing fouls. Like he got to be just like a Devin Booker type of scorer where he can score from all levels. If he's not going to be like a assist guy, so it's a big year for him. You know what I mean? We gonna see. I think how they start the season will tell us a lot, because I'm not putting too much stock in preseason.
Yeah, and exactly. I'm gonna say this one last thing. It seemed like he passes out of necessity, not because it's the right move. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets shut down and can't get his shot off or don't see a clear path, then he passes it. It's not like he's passing to set up another guy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or using his speed as a decoy, and then I'm going to go here and I know this dude is going to shade over, so I'm going to hit this. You know what I'm saying? He's not thinking next level. It's
that what you just said. That's it. The anticipation. Like, you know, bro, like, you know how it is. Like, we didn't, I know you didn't play in no professional. I didn't play professional. But damn, even when you played, like, 2K,
yeah,
if you getting somebody, like, okay, I'm doing this, or you play Madden, you keep running a play to set up something, like, you got to, it's like anticipating what your opponent's going to do in advance. And then instead of you being reactionary, it's like you forcing the issue.
Exactly.
And then punishing them for it. Like, we don't punish. That's what I'm going to say. We do not punish the natural mismatches that our talent or offense creates. It's like we want to do the hard stuff. Like, you get feet in the paint. There's 4 guys around you, but you're going to go up for the
You want to go up.
Yeah, come on, kick it out, bro. You did the hard part.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
because Tari, he did some CTE stuff tonight.
Oh my God, Tari on the
he did some CTE stuff, bro.
Back like you never left.
Straight up.
Like,
we got.
Oh my God, maybe hey, real quick, maybe Mike was right about it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro.
Yeah, I'm hoping not, but dog, man, he don't. It's not easy to defend him, bro. You know what I'm saying? He make it hard on us to defend him.
Man. I thought they could coach that stuff out of him, but man, it's damn, bro. It seems like it's a what's the thing when you got a sickness that you can't? It's like I don't know the term I'm trying to say, but it's like he can't help it.
Like he got Tourette's or something like.
He just damn one. Oh, I got the ball. 5 guys in front of me. I gotta go.
I'm gonna go.
Damn, like I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Straight up, bro. DJ Generation, what's up, DJ?
What's up, y'all, man? Nice to hear y'all back and everything. Been kind of having to travel around, scoop around, get some Rocket news in here and there because I know y'all been busy, but
We
good y'all back.
apologize for that, man. We apologize, bro.
All good, all good.
Hey, we
But
back, bro. We back, bro.
We back though. We back.
all right, all right. I did have a couple like questions and I guess points just to hear y'all opinion on. I heard Frank talking about, and when you and Frank was about how Jalen mentality is more like he don't still have a team IQ or like he's not thinking ahead. So with that said, do you think Cam is gonna suffer from the same thing too? Like I kind of feel like sometimes he look like that too. Like I'm glad they're aggressive, but Cam look like he's just trying to dunk on you or shoot the three and he not really thinking nothing else.
Yeah. My short answer is quite possibly because they got the same shot diet. The only difference between him and Jalen is Cam got the body to where when he goes up, he can actually power through. And hopefully he don't rely on that all the time. Once he get some years under his belt, and this go for both of them. The best passes I usually see from either one of them is on a fast break. Half court is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, like when they're on a fast break, it's easy to see you got one guy in front of you and one guy open. You know what I'm saying? But in the half court set, you gotta be able to read the defense, and see where the defense is trying to push you. Are they hedging you? Or they, what I'm saying, doubling this guy over here? What's the next pass is gonna be? I just don't think they think that far down the line, and it's quite possible that Cam could suffer from that. The only thing I got hope for is that Udoka can possibly break Cam from that before it becomes like an ultimate just defeater or habit of his. Frank, what about you?
I think Cam is probably, when it comes to the passing side, he's worse than Jalen was at his age, and I think Jalen is a better, like, has a better feel. Even though his is not like the greatest, it's still good. Like I think Jalen can make the 2-man game. He can make that work. Like we know he knows how to make the skip pass. He has good chemistry when he wants to in the 2-man game. Some of the other passes hit or miss, but I think that's always been apparent. But I don't know. Cam is more. I think where Cam is going to be, like I was describing, the other side of if Jalen is not like a play starter or a guy that sets up his teammates all the time. I think Cam on the opposite end of that is probably going to be has a better skill set to be more efficient as a scorer. So I think he should lean into that more than trying to be what Jalen is trying to be. I think Cam should lean into being able to score efficiently from different spots on the court, inside, mid-range, and three-point, and just play defense. Like I think that's his best bet. And as he grows and he can learn to make that one pass after he gets feet in the paint, then that's really all he needs. But, yeah, I would think that I don't think he's going to be somebody you just give the rock to and, like, just cook, like, unless it's like an isolation situation or like a kick out or something like that.
So sound like you saying he'd be more like a bigger athletic Jordan Clarkson type.
Yeah, I guess if you want to use Jordan Clarkson, I like Jordan Clarkson. I know he became a joke.
Yeah.
The butt of the joke. I would say more like a younger. I like the Jalen Brown comp.
Okay.
As far as, because Jalen Brown, he was like that early. He just started like, hell, people say he can't dribble left. Like Jalen just started like dribbling. This is the dude. Jalen Brown was in the finals. Every time he tried to dribble, would dribble off his foot. That's how bad his handles were. Right. So this is when they played the Warriors the first time in the finals. Like he could not dribble, and he damn sure couldn't go. I think he can go left. Jalen Brown is also a very smart player. So I guess that's where not saying Cam isn't smart, but Jalen is very like
high IQ.
I mean, he's high IQ. Yeah, he is. I mean, he came in as a rookie playing on a vet team. Damn near, I think he only missed one. His rookie year was the only year he wasn't in the playoffs, and when he was in the playoffs, he was playing significant role on a championship level team. So I can't really compare the two, but I think Cam is I wouldn't trust them to be like a point guard where I would trust Jalen more. That's why I think Jalen just needs to be better as the guy. Like that comes with a lot, bro. Like you can't just be the guy and average 30. We talk about James's tours. James could score. James was averaging damn near 8-9 assists in a year out, bro. You
Yeah.
could trust James Harden with the rock all the time because he's gonna make sure your team gets a good shot.
That's a good point because I'm probably more pessimistic on James Harden than some. Of course he choked, but not even that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize though, like until you just said that, like yeah, we get on him about like being stubborn and not listening to Chris Paul about like him letting him kind of run offense more. But you got a good point. I could see why he would feel that way because he did know when to make the right passes and things like that.
Yeah.
He was the guy.
Yeah, he was. We know what James Harden was about, bro. That was crazy. Watching him in action, and but as far as Cam and Jaylen Brown, I mean, when and Jaylen Brown's like, bro, this dude is a philosopher, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not only basketball smart, he's just plain old smart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard for anyone to really try to duplicate that. But I agree with Frank that if he's going to try to patent his game after someone, it will be more of a Jaylen Brown type of player. And I think his handles is better than Jaylen Brown probably is right now. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't got the in between the ears type game. You know what I'm saying? But I think that probably should come dealing with Udoka if he's around Udoka long enough.
That's it's interesting you say that. It's kind of off topic, but because as much as everybody get on Kyrie, he's they say like he's real philosophical too, and I know they say like with Wemby they say he does a lot of like reading and listening to orchestra and like that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, but Kyrie be low key trying to kind of tripping though. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait,
If you believe-
what you saying, bro?
Well, I'm saying like they like deep thinkers. Like even like you say, even if it's wrong or like off the wall thinking, like it's like they think a lot, so it makes sense why like they kind of translate that over to their IQ in basketball. If that makes sense.
Nah, that makes sense, but I don't think it's a prerequisite, honestly. But because there's some dudes, all they care about is basketball. They don't give a damn about no Beethoven or whatever. Wendy listen. They just want to hoot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean that's. I think Cam is. He just needs to be bottled up, basically. Which is a good thing, but his game needs refinement. But I think he's still so raw, and he got some ways to go. But he's young as well, so you're not really too worried about him. But it's a contract year for Jalen, bro. I from a psychology standpoint, you start thinking, you hope he starts off good because if they go and the team is like not doing good, maybe he's not performing how he feels. How does that compound on itself? Like, this is going to be a fascinating year for the team dynamics, because we're talking about pass the ball. Dude trying to get paid, bro. But to me, if I'm somebody in his ear, bro, like I'm telling them the model for you is John Morant, bro.
Yeah.
Like, be a playmaker, bro. Like, get in the paint. Use your athleticism and then set up your teammates. That's how you get big bucks. You feel me? So, yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
because I think what's gonna get him paid, because we know for the most part he's a bucket. He's a scorer. But that's like you always say, Frank. That's the easiest thing to do. Everybody damn near at this level can get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Unless they Steven Adams or what I'm saying, certain type of players that just don't look to score. But what's going to get him paid is showing that he can be a team player and he can set up and make his teammates better. You know what I'm like? That's what the reason why Luka's so special. He make his team better Harden so special. He made his team better. Like these guys make their team better, and I think that'll get him paid and even up his trade stock if it needs be. But that's what's gonna get him paid and probably ensure that he'll be here for a while if he can do that.
So would you say like probably the best scenario for everybody, like the players, for them to get paid and for the team would be like if Jalen averaged like 20-6 or 20-8, and then Şengün averaged like 20-10-5 or something like that?
That'll be magnificent on the cool the way we see him. I would say 23-5, 23-6 with a couple of 4-5 rebounds. I mean, that'll be a nice stat line for a shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he needs to be able to share the rock and make his teammates better, because that's what coaches look for. That's what GMs look for, because you can put almost anybody around him and he'll make them better. You know what I'm saying? So that's a key. That's key in my eyes. What about you, Frank?
Yeah, I think that's any player that in this era of the NBA, you have to be able to elevate your team. That's really the best guys in the league. You go down the line of the best players, especially guys that they're going to be having the ball in their hands and not just like big men or anything. Is guys that can pass, they can score. Like that's almost a prerequisite to be a star in the NBA today. And you even see players that struggle with that are good. Then you have to pair them up with one of those guys that can pass and score. So it's gonna be, I think, on him. Like I mean, so far he's played pretty good. I'm not saying he's had a bad preseason. But once again, I said to start off the last video I made that I'm not giving that like, oh, we're a young team, bro. We trying to make the playoffs. My assessment is I'm assessing us like we're the OKC Thunder. Like, so if I see what I see, it's not because whatever. It's just based on what I see. They need to be a lot better if they want to make the playoffs. Because the way that not only we looked against the Jazz in some stretches, against the Thunder, they got to come correct every single night. You can't just show up and think the team gonna lay down, bro. Like honestly, Thunder just played harder than us.
Yeah,
they just out hustled. They were more physical. They just punked us, bro. Honestly, for the first half, and there's really no excuse in that. You got to be prepared and play like it's game 2 of the preseason, bro. Like what? There's no reason nobody should be dragging. Like, and we young, so they just got to come out with more intensity. A lot of hero ball. It looked selfish. It looked bad to me in my eyes. It just didn't look right. Nobody looked. Even when there was a play, Jabari got fouled, and the OKC player had to pick him up.
I saw it.
I would have called a timeout, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hell no. I would have called a timeout. Like hell no, nah. To me, that's when you know, like, bro, what are y'all doing? Y'all ain't even. You got a teammate.
They
down,
ain't even there mentally.
Running. Yeah, they ain't there. They just sold. So yeah, that was not good to see.
Now I will say this, and then I saw James just popped up here. Y'all ain't gonna like me for this, but speaking of Jabari, he not looking good, man. Like he ain't looking horrible. To me, he literally looking like average NBA power forward, insert here. Like nothing special. I ain't seeing no growth. I ain't seeing no aggressiveness. I don't know, man. Like I don't know if he gonna make it after this season if he stay like that.
Yeah, man, don't be doing my boy Jabari like that, man. I just think he's not being utilized right. Truthfully,
exactly,
because it's like when you got a guy 6'11" knocking on 7 foot, that's good from mid range and can shoot threes. You got he's not a self creator, bro, and he's not gonna be able to just go and say he don't have the cachet to just go up and like give me the ball. You know what I'm saying? So. I think it's a duty on the coaches to set their guys up to succeed. There's no way in hell that they shouldn't be doing like no mid-screen posts or 10 to 15 out. Let them come off a little running elbow shots. Like, get this man some shots up. Like, he don't want to just be out there being Dennis Rodman, grabbing rebounds and playing defense. That's not what he do. He came from Auburn, where he was like basically the star. He used to get shots. Like, get this man some shots, bro. It's enough ball around to everybody can eat. If you see he's not hitting, then go away from him. But at least see if he owned a night. You know what I'm saying? If he got a mismatch, you see if he owned a night. I mean, because he wasn't even playing like Chet, tall, like a guy that's just as tall as him. See if he got a mismatch on his guy, bro. Like, I just don't think that the coaches is using Bari like they should.
I think they're going to ease them. They're going to ease them in more into it as the season goes on. Right now, they're worried about Şengün and Jalen.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's hard to assess Jabari's growth when he doesn't have the opportunities to really. To me, like, he's not being prioritized, and whether it's just a symptom of too many players. Like, if you don't stand out based on just your natural ability, players like him that are more like they need the offensive structure to really show their skill set is just going to suffer, especially when you're trying to develop play starters. Jabari's a play finisher, so the play starter will be the person that gets the ball and initiates offense. The finishers are the guys that benefit from that. Catch and shoot guys coming off of curls, the guys that are going to get in position where you can dump off the ball. So you think Jalen is a play starter, Şengün is a play starter, Amen is a play starter. Not saying they're good at it all the time. Reed is a play starter. Cam can be a play starter. So Tari and Jabari, and the difference in Tari gets his in transition. Like, he gonna grab a rebound and go. That's probably why he got that CTE, because he know he ain't gonna get it no other way anyways. So Jabari is the one guy that's like so dependent on everybody else, and really nobody is like focused on him like that. Like, everybody's so focused on themselves. Everybody, low-key, the players play selfish a lot. Even Şengün, they all play like they want to be. They just playing for themselves a lot. And the moment they start playing for each other, everybody should eat. I don't know how you unlock that. I don't know what Ime is doing. Is that maybe he's like trying to build a culture first of something else. But to me, honestly, this is some of the damage from Silas' time, and everything has to be on a crash course now. So you don't really get to implement that deep culture that you want. And like you have to. So it's a lot of unlearning and teaching. So it's year 2 now. I know nobody cares about that, but I feel like in a different setting, he would be able to show his skill sets a lot more than he is being used right now.
I'm gonna be all the way 100. This the chop shop. We got to keep it real. And I know these guys are young, but we doing basically the same thing we did with Silas. DHOs, you know what I'm saying? Heavy on the pick and roll game. I mean, bro, where's the motion? Where's this motion offense that you learned under Pop? Like, I don't get. Am I tripping or what? Because our offense is just so vanilla. Like, it's so vanilla, and we don't have the guys to just run pick and roll all the time, and then the ball handler can just find an open 3-point shooter, skip passes and things like that. We got a motion to get the defense moving and then cut. Like we can scheme up some of these things, bro. And I'm not just gonna say MA trash or nothing like that, but he can definitely do better. Why only Şengün? Why only the center can set a screen? Set a screen with Jabari. Then you open up the pop action. They know Şengün ain't popping. You know what I'm saying? Şengün don't roll. They don't. Londale, if you can set a screen with Londale, try with Jabari. You know what I'm saying? Unlock the pick and pop game. Like, bro, like what is going on? Especially if you see they in in a drop coverage with the center or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude don't want to be out there on the 3-point line. Then you got a good 3-point shooter. Like what is we doing? Like let some other people set some screens. I'll be setting back screens so to open up backdoor cuts. We don't see none of that type of stuff, bro. Like what are we really doing? Our offense just too vanilla and too easy to defend. Period.
This ain't the stream, but that sound a lot like Texans right now. But this ain't the stream for them. So.
Yeah, you could clip that on the Texans live stream. It sound the same. Somebody, I was on Rockets watch with Roosh. Somebody said that they got Bobby Slowick calling the offense for the Rockets.
Yeah, bro. Like, what is Slowick doing? Slowick, he just burned every first down. Run. Like, bro, come on, man. Why you burning first downs like that, man? You know you can pass on first down, bro. Like,
everybody know he gonna run it.
The only thing is he's too comfortable with CJ being great. Now I know this ain't the stream because like I can go off about this, but he's too comfortable on third down that CJ is gonna make some magic happen, bro. You ain't gonna win no Super Bowl like that. You ain't gonna go deep in the playoffs like that. Stop playing, man. Get that man let that man open it up, bro. Like for real. And I think this is the same thing with Udoka. I mean, do something. Let these guys move around. They young, they can move around. I don't know if just tell me our players dumb and I'll shut up. That they can't grasp the concept. You know what I'm saying? Like feint screening and turning, or you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I don't know. I think I need to see something this year because you don't got two superstars in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. This is going to cover up for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they great one-on-one players. You need to scheme something up for these young guys. You really do.
I was just about to ask, was something like triangle offense help since we got like how Jalen and Cam more score-oriented than like playmaking?
Man, I don't know, man. I think if they're going to do what they're going to do, they just need to play better at it. Like, and I know it's going to develop over the season, so I'm not too worried about it. I think the offense can be good. It was an issue last season. I think they know that. I think he may have spoke about that in the off season. But you also know that they're, like I said, it's a balancing act of trying to. Because if you commit to an offense, honestly, bro, I think this is my opinion. If you commit to an offensive play style, then that means you've committed to a player. Because we haven't committed to anybody. We just have a bunch of guys that are talented, and we're just trying to figure out, okay, what are we trying to do? So the version of the team, to me, that's going to like be competing for championships is one that you've made a decision about. Not saying like you guys are gonna be gone or not gone. It's literally you're gonna have to make a decision about hierarchy. Who should get the ball? Who's the guy that should be scoring? And then if you're gonna build a team, like really build a team, you can go multiple directions. Whatever direction you go to, whatever the weaknesses are of those focal players or player, you have to construct a roster to supplement that. And they haven't done that yet. So the team we have right now is good. But this is not like the full version of the Rockets. Like, if they went like Jalen route, then you're gonna need to get a different type of players to come in. Maybe you get a rolling big that can dunk. Maybe you bring in. I think Fred is probably a decent player for that. Maybe you bring in a couple of guys that are more. They can create their own shots because you're not gonna have a bunch of passive players. Not passive in how they play, but passive in how their skill sets are, like Jabari and a big man that's talented in Şengün. You're gonna have all these guys that are waiting for that ball to come, but it doesn't come. So that kind of makes it like you're wasting them. So it's like you have to like pick a direction, like as far as what type of play style you're gonna do. Then that'll tell you who you're gonna prioritize when you play. To me, the way they're playing right now, it serves. It doesn't fully serve anybody, but it helps everybody a little bit. So I think that's why they're doing it. But they could do a lot more, man. Like they could run a lot more, like the stuff the Kings run, where they're doing a lot of DHOs and stuff like that from the elbow and cutting off, which is they run it like a triangle light. I'll call it that, which is what you alluded to. So you get two guys cutting, and then you get your passing big to do some things. Your guards come off the screens, and they're able to attack inside the arc and outside the arc. They can get into their bags. It's just different stuff you can do. We're just not doing it. I don't know if it's because we're still young and don't have the IQ, but this version of the team, I think this is probably the last year you see it.
Are they even trying to do it though?
Who knows? Maybe this is Udoka, bro. You know, we only got one season of Udoka. Maybe this is him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Maybe this is him. This is his philosophy. That man came from a place where they played the what's it called, the sweet game or the beautiful game with Popovich and the Spurs. Bro, I ain't seen a beautiful game yet in Houston.
It ain't looking beautiful right now.
It ain't too beautiful right now, bro. I ain't seen no like that pass Hardenstein had, man, off that cut, like stuff like that, bro. That, like, come on, let's do it, man. Like we have the athletes for it. It's just gonna take time, bro. But I have a feeling that it'll evolve faster than it did last year. For me, that's what I see.
Yeah, I mean, something, bro. Something, bro. I ain't seen nothing yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to get a good offensive coach, bro, because it maybe it was Hardy. Maybe it was Hardy, bro. That was, scheming up plays in Boston and getting these guys on the right page and things like that. Maybe it was Hardy, bro. And it may took care of the defense. We need a offensive mind. We need I wouldn't say D'Antoni, but we need a D'Antoni-ish like player that can actually at least install a good system. Because I really just don't know what we're running for the most part right now. We just look like we're out there.
Would you say if we had like a Capello, like what you were saying, like a mobile big, rim runner, rim protector, and then like if we had like a guaranteed 3-point specialist like a Kennard, a Hero, or somebody, it seemed like we would have every piece possible to run any system we would need to run.
I mean, I don't know, because because Fred VanVleet, love him and he's important, but he's not just a lob threat. I mean, a lob it up type guy. He's so safe with the ball. He don't like taking those type of risks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how effective a lob threat will be per se right now, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because he just don't have faith in Şengün is just gonna go up and get it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we get that type of player, we'll see that more, but he don't even like throwing lobs on fast breaks. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's a Fred problem. At the end of the day, who's going to get all those players? You take Luke Kennard, stick him in the corner. You take a big man that can roll. At the end of the day, if the ball handler is just going to dive into 3 people or just take their day, what does it matter? You feel me? That's that's
what I'm saying. I'm not saying like maybe we just don't. We would know if we had that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I
think
know.
It's more we just need better guard play than actual anything else. Like Jalen just needs to be better. Like that's pretty much it. If he's gonna get the most shots, and like we want him to be successful and to be the franchise player and all that, he just has to he gotta play like it, bro. Like it's really like this year, man. Like I said, everybody gets a blank slate, so whatever they do is what I'm gonna roll with. And we'll see when the season starts how effective he can be. I'm thinking now he's probably going to end up being more efficient. I'm hoping as a scorer and pick his spots better, know when to get downhill. because nothing told me when Fred VanVleet played in the last game that Fred is coming off the ball much more, because he was still dominating it a lot.
A trade I'm doing today is Jalen, maybe Tari, first round pick, and maybe a swap. I'm getting Jalen Williams. I don't care. I'll make that trade
like a
today.
Trade players two games into pre.
No. I'm just saying this was from even last year. Like, you know what I'm
If it was
saying?
available.
I just put it like this. I got that. I didn't seen enough from Jalen Williams to where I think that's what he's worth. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, he a dog.
that's what
Is
I
it
would
possible they may have the best back? I was thinking that today, like they might have the best backcourt in the NBA.
Best two-way backcourt. The boys strap you up too.
Yeah, I'm not trying to trade nobody, because I want every one of these guys to be the best version of themselves. But how long do we got to wait for that? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like we halfway built. You know what I'm saying? Did a rebuild. We went full rebuild, and we went full young. You know what I'm saying? So usually a good rebuild to where you making those steps, it's gonna take 6 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a legit 6 years, maybe even 7. Are we that patient? Is Fertitta that patient? I don't think so. I think eventually he's gonna want, he want his money back from what he didn't spend on his team. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want his money
He said
back.
he want it now, like the way he was saying that press.
Like, and I'm not trying to be negative or nothing like that. I think we got one of the best young cores in the league, like young cores. But how long is that gonna take? You know what I'm saying? How long is that gonna take? And I'm not sure if the fan base can take it, and I'm not sure if the owner gonna sit around and just wait that long.
Kevin Durant keeps popping up.
I don't want Durant.
I don't either. He's too old.
I don't want no washed up stars. Like, that's just kicking the can down the road.
Yeah, I just think people get caught up in seeing Luka come out hit. You know what I'm saying? Trae Young coming out hit. Jason Tatum come out and hit. Like, that's not the way things supposed to be. Like, every guy is not gonna be that guy. Ja Morant come out and just hit and be a superstar. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Like, we seen the teams that actually just stayed together and actually was able to just incorporate their brand of basketball, use their draft picks right. Like, Golden State. Nobody thought they was gonna have 3-4 Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? But they stuck with it, because Steph looked like he was going to possibly be just mid with the ankles and stuff. But they stuck with it, and they saw the process through. And the only way I see we get some borrowed time if we make the playoffs this year. We got to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, we have to.
If we want to have this same core together, maybe another 2 to 3 years. We got to make the playoffs.
I will say the only thing sting even worse with Jabari is Chet got a break because he was hurt, so he got a chance to kind of wait and then come in, and he looked alright to me. He ain't looking like a game changer, but he looked like he definitely a good role player. And then we saw Bankero pop, just like you said, with the other ones. So it's like it kind of unfairly put the spotlight on Jabari, because Chet just got lucky and on a good team and good system, and then Bankero popped off. So now we looking at him like, well, you supposed to be equal with them, and unfairly, like y'all said, it's just the system here. We not seeing the same kind of like results. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what put Chet over the needle to me over Jabari? He can dribble, he can self-create, and he's going to change shots at the rim and get blocks. I can't say none of that about Jabari. None of it.
We should, though. That's what hurt. Like, he should be able to do what he doing.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not overreacting. It seems like I am, but I'm just saying it's go time. It's go time, and I don't know if our young guys are ready to go. Like, It's go time, and we need to see it. It's put up or shut up this season. Put up or shut up. That's the bottom line. James keep disconnecting, so we gonna end it off on a go around, and y'all give up y'all last final thoughts. James, come back. I don't know how you keep getting disconnected. James, go ahead and give your last final thoughts, bro, before we wrap it up.
Oh, I think they're gonna push Jabari this season. He's gonna get his chance to shine. He's expected to have a 3rd-year leap. So how that happens, I don't know, but they are going to give him a good chance, I think. I think they just got to get started into the season, and probably like against the weaker matchups, they might give Jabari the green light. They definitely want to see him be a legit 3rd option.
We gonna need him. We gonna need him, and he's my favorite player, and I don't want to see him go. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta call a spade when I see it. Like I said, I gave him the pass that they not using him correctly, but I think Jabari needs to be a little bit more aggressive than what he is too. I think he can help himself out by being more aggressive. If the coach don't see you want the ball, why you gonna call a play? But you know what I'm saying? He can do something to help himself out.
They run Jabari a lot in those second units, and that's his time to shine. That's where he needs to do it.
Yeah. DJ, you got something before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I say, just from the looks of it and all our talks, I say if we don't make playoffs, which to be fair to Rockets, it's a super hard season, you know what I mean? So to be fair to them, even if they play good, it's possible we do miss playoffs still. But I think if we don't make playoffs, I think at least 2 to 3 out there core 7 might not be here next season.
Yeah, I might be one of the ones saying break the team up, man. I ain't gonna even front. We need to make a move. Frank, what you got?
I would say Reece Shepard looked good, man. I say it on a positive. He looked good. I'd like to see him get some more reps with the starters. And if he gets caught up quickly enough on the whole like NBA team speed and all that stuff, I don't see a reason why he shouldn't be promoted up to getting significant minutes, because I feel like if they really trying to win, we'll see how he holds up on defense. But if I'm Udoka, I'm accelerating his like I'm getting him out there. Like, let's go, bro. Like, even though it's like I said, he was supposed to be icing on the cake, but I have a feeling we're gonna need that boy. So I think Reed, he played a good game. I liked how he looked. Anytime he's on the court, more than likely, if he's running point, we're going to get a good shot. And to me, that's the purpose of a point guard, literally the function of a point guard. And he does that. So to me, that's a good thing.
For sure. And I'm going to end it off by just saying we're not overreacting, but I'm not overreacting. But I just need to see more from, like, coaching-wise. I'm hoping this is just because it's the preseason. We're not seeing the layered offense that probably that is in store, and we just getting people conditioning right, shots right. You know what I'm saying? That type of mundane type of thing, running of the mill, usual. But I need to see more. But for the most part, I'm happy for what I've seen so far. Like, if we putting 2 games together, my thoughts ain't overly high. You know what I'm saying? I think playoffs is reachable, and but I'm not low either. I'm not fit to give out just passes this season. I'm not gonna give out passes this season, and that goes from M.A. Udoka all the way down to the bottom, McVay, the least person on the team. We need to get this together. I'm hoping we're going to get this together. I want to see all our guys succeed. But I think we just need to see a little bit more. And I'm hoping that we will see that come the regular season. That this is just, like, you know how it is, Frank. Even in football, you don't show, you know what I'm saying, certain coverages. You just run base everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping this is just what we're seeing from the team right now. Yep. But Rockets basketball is back. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still kind of worried that we don't have a true backup point guard. But we'll see if, like you say, Reed Shepard or because I don't think they even view A-Man as a point guard right now. So I'm hoping Reed Shepard do step up and take that backup point guard duty seriously, and we can kind of have a sigh of relief. But Chop Shop Gang, CSGs, we all we got. I appreciate y'all for coming through. My man Frank, DJ Generation, good to see you, my man, after a hiatus on our part. You know what I'm saying? We apologize again for making y'all wonder is the channel shut down or what. But nah, man, we gonna keep bringing that heat. I'm planning on being live after every game, so if you see me not live, it's because it was just probably a one-off or something that I had work late or something, but it's on my mind. I'm scheduling every post-game live stream, just like usual, bro. Just like usual. We back in effect, man. We're gonna continue to bring that content and grow our audience for the Houston Rockets, man. I appreciate y'all for coming by. I need to get something to drink. Been talking too much. But CSGs, man, we all we got, man. I appreciate everybody in the audience. We still got links in the description if you want to Cash App, if you want to buy merch, it's all still there. So if you want us to support us, the biggest thing you can do is hit the like button, share out the stream, share out the content. That's the biggest impact you as CSGs can have. Don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. It sends it out on the YouTube algorithm. So I appreciate y'all. We're gonna be up out of here. Let's go, Houston Rockets.